Saving $10,000 in a year can be life-changing for just about anyone. When you break it down, saving $10,000 in a year averages out to saving $27.40 a day. When you look at it as average daily savings, it makes more sense as to how this feat can be accomplished. Perhaps the best way to save daily is to combine various money-saving methods. So in today's video, we'll go over 9 ways that you can save $10,000 in 12 months. Hello everyone, welcome back to Fascinating Self. Let's jump right in. Number 1, update your monthly budget. First things first, let's look at your budget. What are you spending the most amount of money on every month? Can you cut that back? Find time to sit down and work on your budget periodically. You can do this monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or whatever works best for you. The trick is not to stress over it. Budgeting isn't designed to be restrictive and stress-inducing. Instead, budgeting is there to give you a better picture of where your money's going. By breaking down where your money comes from and where it goes, you can find ways to cut back here and there or alternatively increase your income. When you do this, you end up having more money each month, which will help you reach your financial goals. Budgets can be created with apps, spreadsheets, on paper, or using envelopes. Use the way that makes the most sense to you. You can also simply write down all of your sources of income and all of your expenses and use a calculator to determine your cash flow. Cutting back on specific areas of your spending, such as discretionary spending, will help you save money every month so that you can reach your goal. And that's just one of our tips. Let's move on to the next one. Number 2, spend less money on eating out. The average household spends around $3,000 per year eating out. That's approximately $58 per week. Some folks certainly spend less and some certainly spend more. It's perfectly fine to eat out once in a while and assume you're the average household spending $3,000 per year eating out. However, if you cut that in half, you've already saved $1,500 per year of your total $10,000 per year savings goal. To slow down on eating out, consider cooking more. Don't know how to cook? Is saving over $1,000 per year a good enough reason to learn? In the long run, learning how to cook will put extra cash in your pocket day after day. By cutting back on how often you go out to eat, you'll be closer to saving an extra $10,000 per year. Number 3, lower your monthly expenses. One of the easiest ways to save money every month is to lower your monthly expenses. The easiest way to do that is by changing your cell phone plan. Most people are paying for services they aren't using. You may be able to change from a family cell phone plan or a plan with too many features you don't use. If you cut out these services or reduce them significantly, you can save hundreds per month and potentially thousands over an entire year. Start calling around to local providers in your area and see what plans they offer. If you have friends or family members who have recently switched carriers, then ask them how much they saved. They will also likely have insight into which carriers have better deals at any given time. Asking friends who live in different areas might also help because some companies offer better deals in certain parts of the country. Some plans even allow you to roll unused minutes forward into future months so you never lose any minutes if one month is busier than others. Number 4, make a savings goal. Saving $10,000 in a year is equivalent to just under $850 per month. Saving nearly $850 per month can be a daunting task. Making a goal can help as you'll then create an avenue to get there. In addition, you'll be more conscientious of what you're spending and what you're saving. Do a 52-week money challenge where you save money each week. Saving $10,000 per year is just under $200 per week. Little things like buying less lunch at work, one less drink a day, cutting back on alcohol or cigarettes, or taking care of your health to decrease your healthcare costs can all help you reach your savings goal. The easiest way to start saving money is to make it automatic. If you set up an automatic transfer from your checking account into a savings account, then it's easier not to spend that money. You don't even have to think about it. You should try and do it for as much as possible so that you never see that extra cash in your checking account and are forced to resist temptation. Number 5. Have no spend days regularly. Go on a spending freeze on specific days or a week out of each month. On days where you have a spending freeze, the idea is to spend absolutely no money for any reason outside of an emergency or paying a bill that's due. The more days out of the month that you can go on a spending freeze, the more money you'll save in the long term. Spending freezes help you if you're an impulse buyer as well. Many impulse buys are prevented simply by sleeping before buying. On a spending freeze day, there's no opportunity to sleep on it. If you don't have money in your account and see something that you want to buy, it will be impossible to do so. This will force you to think about whether or not you need that item and avoid making impulse purchases that may not be in your best interest. Number 6. Invest and earn compound interest. If you already have money and you're simply trying to save $10,000 more, use your existing money to invest in the stock market. S&P 500 index funds historically grow approximately 9.8% per year when averaged over decades. M1 Finance has an easy-to-use investing account where you can set up automatic investing for mutual funds or index funds to grow your money on autopilot. While you may not be able to save $10,000 in a year just from investing unless you have a lot of money to invest, you'll certainly be able to set yourself up for some significant earnings. Compound interest is when your money earns money on itself. It's when you earn interest and then you earn interest on the interest. Use compound interest and investing to add to your $10,000 annual savings. It's one of many easy ways to save money. You can even set up an automatic deposit from your checking account into a separate investment account each month. That way, you won't even notice it's gone until you look at your balance after several months and see how much more you have than before. Number 7. Pick up a side hustle. Besides saving $10,000 in a year, you can also earn $10,000 in a year through side hustles. Side hustles can include making money online while working from home or going out and doing work in your community. Some people do their side hustles once a week, others do them every day, and some people live off their side hustles, essentially working for themselves all the time on their schedule. There are so many different ways to make money with a side hustle that it's hard to imagine that you can't find one that fits your personality and lifestyle. Don't just stick to making money from side hustles though. Also, trying to find ways to save money. There are plenty of free things you can do if you're living on a budget and don't want to spend your hard-earned cash. You can also cut costs by doing things like meal prepping or moving back in with your parents for a time if you have too much debt right now. Number 8. Automate your savings. Automating your savings helps you save money with each paycheck because you are paying yourself without even thinking about it. One strategy is to have a checking account where all of your income goes to. Then, on the first day of each month, have an automatic transfer that sends a certain amount of money to your savings account. If your savings account is at another bank, this may make your money harder to access on an impulse, which is a plus. This fixed amount forces you to save right away. If you have a retirement account like a Roth IRA, you may consider automatically investing. Then, after you've saved and invested, use your remaining money to cover the bills and beyond that, have some fun money. Here's a basic example of how you can automate your savings. Let's assume you make $2,500 per month after taxes and deduction, and you know that from your budget, you have $300 available each month to save and invest. You realize your emergency fund is a bit low, and you would like to add another $2,400 to it over the next 12 months. The rest of your money you would like to invest. Create passive income. There are many ways to create passive income streams, and even earning a few dollars a day passively can add up significantly over time. For example, if you invest in dividend-yielding stocks, you'll earn some money every month or quarter for no effort. A semi-passive way of earning income is to create a blog or YouTube channel and monetize with ads and affiliate marketing. Once your content is created, you'll earn each day for your efforts. Passive income takes time to create, and it's often best to focus on one stream at a time so that you can build it up and make it stable, and then use some of that money to fund the next one. Then, before you know it, you may have enough passive income to start paying some of your expenses. As you build passive income, it becomes easier to reach savings goals. If you can create $27.40 in passive income a day eventually, you'll save $10,000 in a year every year without much effort at all going forward. So folks, what are other ways to save money and still eat well do you have in mind? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more money-saving tips, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications as we share lots of great videos here. See you in the next video!